Mike and Frankel, CageMinds.com. One of our favorites is back. Hard Hitting Hillbilly, Kevin and Croom. We're at Latrell Yee MMA, Albuquerque Kickboxing. And sir, this month, couple weeks away, huge fight going out to Kazakhstan, right?
No, it's in Dagestan. Dagestan, Russia. Yeah, man, that's cool. You know, I got just a short notice call, like 4 weeks out, 5 weeks out maybe, and yeah, man, this kid Rasul Mirzaev is, I think, is how you say it. I'm not Russian, so forgive me, you know. But man, this is exactly the type of guy I've been trying to fight. I've turned down a lot of, you know, just low budget opportunities. People trying to get me to fight somebody who's like 9-9, you know, for $1,000, and nah, man, you're only as good as the last person you beat, in my opinion. You know, like, I'm just trying to validate myself, how I feel. I feel I'm one of the best in the world, you know. So I mean, I'm not trying to fight scrubs, and thankfully I got the opportunity. With all the odds stacked in my favor, man, I'm going over to Russia to fight a Russian. You know, apparently, you know, Dagestan isn't the coolest region. I got told that if I accidentally touch a woman, I might lose my hand. So, you know, man, it's just all business. I gotta put a hurting on this kid like never before, you know. And in these couple weeks, I've never been more violent in my head. You know, I got no chance of winning a legitimate fight. I have to hurt this kid so bad and then make him stop breathing. You know, that's the only way I'm gonna win this fight. He can't be breathing when that last bell ends. You know, so I'm getting ready for war, man.
Okay, now I wrongly said Kazakhstan, but you've been there before and you had a fight. So how much does that feel like a replica, or at least somewhat of a similar situation that makes this, you kind of know what you're heading into with the territory and as far as the judge's mindset, and who knows, and you've already seen some funky things in the cage, right, as far as that
I mean, we saw it happen. I had to fight the huge ass ref in that last time too, you know. And I mean, yeah, man, like obviously we saw in Kazakhstan that all the odds were stacked in my favor. I split the kid's face open, and they let him time out and give him 5 minutes to, you know, to get his life together, you know. And I mean, it didn't help, but whatever. I mean, that's exactly the same type of thing I'm expecting to go into, you know. If I get kicked in the nuts, I'm probably not going to get my 5, you know. Like, I mean, that's just complete adversity, and there's always been something. That's why I do this. There's something deep down inside me that, in times of trouble, I can dig deep and pull out something I can't even believe, you know. This is what I'm gonna do in this fight, man. You know, all the odds are stacked against me. Everything's stacked against me. It's like, man, how good are you? You know, and it's time to show the world.
And then Rasul, what have you been able to find out about him? We know an undefeated fighter. At one point had a contract with Bellator, so people have felt that he's a top prospect out there.
Definitely, man. He's incredibly talented. His cardio seems to be next to none. It looks like he just overwhelms everybody he's fought. You know, just a ton of punches and just constant movement, constant pressure. You know, that's cool, man. You know, I think stylistically we're matched up pretty well. I don't think he's going to be able to push me around. I can brawl with the best of them, you know. So we'll see.
We know for a while now you've been hitting boxing a lot. El Paso, they kept you busy. What is it, 5 fights under your belt this year now or something?
Yeah, 5 fights, 6 in the last year. 6 come November. Yeah.
How happy is it to have an MMA fight? Because we know that's the love, that's the passion.
So happy, man. It's been like a guy who loves to play football, and now he's being made to play soccer. You know, it's just it's weird. But I mean, I'm very thankful that it's been keeping some money in my pocket. You know, I've needed that, and I've also improved my boxing a lot, which will help out. So yeah, man, I'm incredibly happy that it's an MMA fight. I've been waiting a really long time for this, and man, I've never been more happy to get off the couch, you know, and really put the work in.
Let's tell us a little bit about frustration, because I know 9-1 over the last 10. There has to be some emotions and some feelings built up. You've had wins for RFA. You've fought for MFC.
Yeah, man, for sure. Definitely frustrated, and it kind of was like a big old snowball. You know, like my little frustration started, and as time kept going, it got bigger and bigger, and eventually kind of started to ruin my life. You know, and we talked in our last interview about me kind of just checking my attitude and changing my thoughts and the way I was thinking, and that's helped out a lot. All these things I can't control is what I've been getting really upset about. I can't get a fight. I can't blah blah blah. I can't control any of those. The one thing I can control is me. And so yeah, I mean, I've just been really just trying to put in the work and control my thoughts and the way I think about things.
With the hostile crowd, the overseas travel, the short notice, an undefeated opponent, what do you feel is the biggest challenge that's presented in front of you right now in this fight?
Honestly, man, I feel like it's just like the mental preparation. Like, this kid's a thug, and I got to go to war. This isn't going to be one of those easy, I nick him and he goes down, like this kid's a gangster. And so I really just think getting myself prepared for a really, really, really tough fight is kind of the hardest thing. I mean, obviously the travel and all that, it's all gonna suck, but I feel like that kind of helps me. Like, once I get in this situation and I have to go somewhere, and then I can't. None of these people speak English. Like, that's gonna piss me off, And so I feel like I'm gonna be fighting with a lot of emotion, which it seems that when my life is kind of a mess, that's when I fight the best. So cool.
Right now, we can feel it. Not the jovial Kevin Croom we normally know. There's an edge right now. Has this fight, this challenge, all the circumstances brought that out in you right now?
Yeah, man. I mean, there's some stuff going on that it's life, and I'm very thankful that I have this fight to focus all of that on. I'm not gonna wind up going to jail because I'm acting crazy. I'm gonna be in here in the gym working myself till I can't move, and that's something a person like me needs. So yeah, and for sure I got some aggression to put out, so couldn't have worked out better for me.
You told us about the mentality and the focus. What do you think you have? What's something you have to get done in this fight to get the hand raised?
Man, like I said, I gotta put him asleep, man. If he's still breathing, I don't, unless I break an arm, I like choke, so that's good. Man, I have to split him up. I have to cut him. I'm gonna cut him with elbows, and I'm gonna make him bleed. I'm gonna make him doubt himself, and then I'm gonna put him to sleep. And if I don't do that, I don't win this fight. That's 100%.
It's been Kevin Croom. Who do you need to shout out to, and who do you need to thank, sir?
Of course, Latrell Yee MMA. It's great, man. I love my home. Uppercut Drive Shaft, Hillbilly Fightwear, Bell to Bell Impact, Cage Minds. Always helping my brother out. Yeah, man. Pro Tax. I just really want to thank everybody helping me out. Thank you guys, and I'm gonna bring home the victory.
And then that was one last question I just thought of. Is this for a title? We never know with these small
knows,
countries.
Man? Yeah,
Who might be in a title fight?
I didn't even know the last time it was a title fight until I showed up there the day before I thought I was supposed to fight, because I had to fight a day early. So who knows, man? I'm expecting a whirlwind.
Well, versus on Safe Travels.